Welcome, New York and New Jersey Radio. I'm Lori G. from South Florida. I'm here to entertain you for a while. Anyway, I'd like to tell you my story. I've been married 20 years. What the hell are you clapping for? We weren't happy. We went to all different types of therapy. We wrote each other love letters. We went away on vacations. We went to this place in Jamaica for couples called Swept Away. And my girlfriends were texting me back and forth. It's not going to work. I don't know why you both went away. Well, I looked at it this way. If we would have stayed in New York one moment longer, one of us would have been washed away. So anyway, I married a guy. I call him Jekyll and Hyde. I never knew who the hell I was going to wake up to, but I thought about it and realized if they both bring home a paycheck, who cares? We recently had the COVID, and everyone was worried about that. But back in my day, we had the mad cow's disease. My husband was pacing the floor back and forth telling me, oh my God, I'm going to get it. I just know I'm going to get it. I said, relax, you can't get it. You're already a pig. So you know where that marriage went. So anyway, now I'm in this single world, and I'm on the internet, and I'm looking up people, like products, like everyone else. I meet this older man. I mean, really older man, but he was so sweet and nice, I decided to talk to him anyway. So we're on the phone, and I said, you know, maybe we should get together. And he says, yeah, that sounds good. I said, would you like me to bring anything? He said, depends. He really freaking meant depends. Well, anyway, I don't know what it was. I decided to be with him anyway, and we were kind of together, you know, getting into it. And then he had this look on his face like he was about to, and then the look changed, and it freaked me out. Now I was very confused. I wasn't sure if he was coming or going. I went through many dating episodes. They're really horrible. I'm sure you all know that. I'm on this one date, and I decide I'm going to play dumb because these guys are so forward. So I'm sitting there. We're holding the menus. We're about to order. He puts his hand over mine. He says, are you into S&M? I said, well, I was checking out the chicken, but I'll try the spaghetti and meatballs. And then I went on this other date, and people try to fix you up with someone. So everyone wants to fix me up with their brother, their cousin, their grandfather. So I'm throwing my garbage out, and my neighbor comes running over, and she's like, oh, my God, Lori, there's this guy Howard at my office, and he's so interested in meeting you. He saw the picture I have of you on my desk. He wants to take you out, but he can't take you out this week because he has to sit and shiver. I said, screw that. I'm not dating a guy that can't pay his heating bill. Anyway, thank you very much. Live from Boca Raton, the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome in New York, New Jersey, and Florida to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. They call it the Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day.
Lori G showed up today, which I didn't know she was coming. Apparently you did, and did a little comedy set for us. We threw her into the mix. She has a lot of
She's very
men
New York.
jokes. That's all I got to say. A lot of men jokes, but she's very New York.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday to WGHT and all of our followers and viewers. That was Lori. You know, we've known Lori for quite a bit. We've never seen the comedic side, so thank you so much for doing that brief set with us. She said, is it okay to say this? Is it okay to say that?
I know she started to read to me what she was going to say. I said, don't read it to me. Do it on the air. Let me see what you got cooking.
How's it feel to get back and doing a set again?
Oh, it's good. I haven't done it in a while.
My nephew Frankie, he's in the middle of the city at his store. They were listening, and they said, you're hilarious. They want to know if you're going to be playing in New York. I says, I'll ask.
We'll go get you up there.
When I get back there.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you.
What's so happy about it? What'd she say? What's so happy about it? We married 20 years. What's so happy about it?
We've married 200 years. Can you imagine? 20 years.
Wow. I can't. I'm so shocked I can't drink my coffee.
And there you go. Remember we were at JC's event and the couple there was married 63 years. She gave him a CD. She goes, you're probably the only people that still have a CD in your house?
In the car.
In the car. You know what's coming back, by the way? Cassettes.
They never left.
They're coming-
8 tracks is what's coming back.
8 tracks are out. Cassettes are coming back because apparently there was a movie like Rocket Man or something, and that was a thing. And now the millennials think they found this great new concept and gadget.
Cassettes?
Cassettes. Remember the yellow Sony
Bobby,
Walkman?
do you have a VHR, VCR? For some reason, I see the thing that the big 8 tracks. What is that?
Reel to reel?
No, it was like a box, and you put it in your car to listen to music.
The
It was
8-track.
huge. Do you have those?
The 8-track?
Yeah.
No, that was just before my time.
Are you sure? I think somebody told me
Luckily.
you collect them.
No.
No? You have those? Your dad has those? Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Yes, and I remember.
Hello, Lucy.
And
Do
I
you
remember the 8 tracks, and then the Betamax, and the VHS tapes, and then.
In the car, we used to put the 8-track in the car. There's that
Of
big
course, I
thing.
remember. And then it would take so much time to rewind. You could never continue on the music because then you had to rewind everything, and you're.
No,
Remember that
was
noise?
Blockbuster. You had to rewind.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the car.
Yeah, but when you got to the end of your 8
It
track,
used to rewind automatically.
but something there was a cassette, something didn't, and then you have to rewind it, and then you hear it. Go,
What car did you have that had an 8-track?
My car never had an 8 track. I'm
That's what I
younger
thought.
than that.
That's right.
But my car had cassettes.
Those little things?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I had
that.
cassettes. I didn't have an 8 track. My stereo in my room growing up, my pink bubblegum cloud bedroom, had a big stereo with a big 8 track in there, but not my car.
Laura, you remember the 8-track? You have what still?
No,
And
You
you
have the
remember the
cassette player?
tabs?
I have a cassette player.
She has a
Remember the
cassette.
tabs you could break off so you wouldn't record over it, but if you wanted to record over, you just put a piece of tape over it.
I
and you
never
could
understood
record
that
over it?
philosophy.
Why?
My brother says, if you ever break this, they take you to jail. This is what he tells me.
Wow.
So naturally, I broke the first one, and he says, the cops are coming, and I hid under the bed. I was a kid. And I was hiding under the bed all day. He kept me down there. Then my father said, don't worry about it. Nothing's going to happen to you. It's like the tag on your pillow. It says, do not remove federal tag or you go to jail. You ever remember that?
My pillow.
If you cut that tag, you go to jail. Did you know that? Every one of my 100-year-old pillows still has a tag.
How often did you buy? Oh, you got your new pillows now. You got the My
I do,
Pillow.
but my old pad. You never took the tag. Did you ever take the tag off the pillow?
Of course.
You
Of
do,
course.
right?
Like
course.
you
You're not
got to
supposed
do
to
it on
do
the
that.
first one and just see what happens, right? I have an older brother. He was telling me all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if you do that, you'll go to jail. All right, let's try the first one then. Let's just see if he's lying.
That's what he told me. He says you go to jail if you cut
You got the pillow police.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, happy Monday to you.
It is a
Nice
Monday.
show. I mean, Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Monday was a couple of days ago.
We got a nice show lined up. We've got Bobby Jackson in the house and we haven't even not even started on our rum tasting. Is all I can
That's
say.
the setup leading to the rum tasting. Happy Monday to you.
That's a hot start right there already.
Bobby Jackson, who could totally be Josh's older brother in the house. I got to tell you, these two look so much alike to me. It's been a long time. We've known Bobby
Josh.
6 years, Freddie.
Yeah.
6 years. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum to you too.
I remember Bobby had that beautiful. Bobby, you still have the gym down there?
Absolutely, still got the
You're still
gym
there?
running. Yep.
I remember when you first came, he says, with my fingers crossed, we'll be here for a few years. And here you are. You're still down there. You're one of the first businesses down there, right?
Yeah, in that area, that was just right around the time, just before it took off, luckily, and so timing lined up. Got very lucky with that.
Custom Fitness Institute. That was one of our first remote shoots that we ever did. We did a team building exercise.
Yeah, and you were dancing the Macarena. What were you dancing?
They were doing Zumba. They went left, I went right. Heather was with us, Bobby was there, and we had a team building group come in from Palm Beach, and they built like this cage of ropes and how you have to maneuver and weave in and out. And Freddie's thing is he always says, I have to run board, you do it. Like he still does. I have to sit and watch, you do it. So I would go
Somebody
dance
has to
and I
have
went the
control.
wrong way. And
She-
then I went through the maze and I made it through this wired netting maze until the mousetrap.
Yeah, and who got stuck with that?
And then
though?
it's this building trust. All right, so you put a mouse trap.
I still
and
have
they
the
open
scar,
it
by
up,
the way.
and you and your partner put it between your hands, and you go 1, 2, 3, and you both release it, and the mouse trap falls. Except I think 1, 2, 3, and he didn't release it, and the mouse trap snapped on his hand. And in true Freddie fashion, he goes, "Ow, I'm bleeding," and we all start laughing.
My lung came out of my hand. They're all laughing.
And
I
we're
still
looking
have the
at you,
scar.
we're
I
thinking,
still have the scar.
You do, and we're thinking, seriously? And seriously, the mousetrap smacked on his hand, and there was his blood trickling, and we're live on air at the time.
And she says,
Trickling.
let me pull it off. I said,
Wait,
are you a paramedic? I got a lung hanging out of here.
We have Bobby with us, so I'm so glad he's back joining us.
It's good to see him.
And he's got his friend Nia. Tell us about Nia. Rum?
Yes, I'm actually a Romelier and I have a YouTube channel. I'm the first and only female that reviews rums on YouTube.
A rum a what?
Romelier. It's kind of like a
Like a
sommelier,
sommelier?
but of rums.
Is that a real word?
It
that
is.
a real thing?
I am certified, yes.
Well, that's a different show, but okay. Certified.
A Romalier?
Certified.
Wow.
Now, you know what you need?
What do I
A
need?
pirate ship.
It's at my house.
I have a pirate ship.
You do?
Josh, can they check
I
the
have a pirate ship.
Okay.
camera?
And I think that you on this pirate, and it's mobile. They put it on a trailer, they bring it here, they bring it there.
Oh, actually, I have it sitting right there. I should give it over, put it over on her
Where's the
set.
pirate ship?
Right there.
No, not that.
The big one?
Captain Kangaroo. That,
Oh, the big one.
Jeez, Luke. What do you drink today? Yeah.
Nothing,
It's
apparently.
Monday, it's Wednesday, the pirate
Captain
ship.
Tiny.
Captain Tiny. Pirate ship. Follow me here.
A Romalier. I think that is so. How did you become a Romalier?
It's a course where you take about 16 to 18 hours of actual courses of how rum is produced, the history, and then you have to try level 1 is 50 rums, and I'm working towards my master Romelier, which eventually I'll taste up to 325, and then I actually have to visit 16 distilleries as well.
You have to.
Yes,
It's a
part
tough
of the
job.
yeah.
Hold on a second. You
someone's
do
gotta
this
do
in
it.
one setting, in 2 settings, 3? That's a
It-
lot of settings.
It depends on how much time you have. If you can, I luckily was able to take some time off and do it, and I finished level 1 in 3 months.
Now, is it true that you taste it but you spit it out?
No, that's with wine.
Oh, sommelier is
Sip
like
and
a
swallow.
sommelier to me.
Sip and swallow.
You have to swallow the rum.
Well, you don't have to, but I truly enjoy rum, so I
So
don't.
you're gonna do 325 tastings.
Not yet. When I get to my masters, I will.
Well,
That's-
if you need somebody to help carry your bottles, I go with you.
Sounds great. I know who to call.
And I bring the ship. I
Great.
bring you in a grand opening.
She brought her whole treasure chest of rums also with her.
But seriously, we do have a pirate ship. Seriously, I'll show
We'll
you
coordinate
pictures.
something. That sounds like a plan.
I knew you were going to have some more hookups than usual on this one. I don't know
Bobby
why.
knows
I just
who
knew
else
this
had.
connection
Bobby,
was
you
going
know
to be
me, Bobby.
perfect. And
know me.
yeah, you're not disappointing.
I know that are you still working with the the WM
The MMA?
MMA?
Yep.
I have a guy who has a ring that I could put in here.
Really? That's great. Very nice.
And we bring him on the pirate ship. But the pirate
Let's do
ship
it.
is real. So
Okay.
I'll call Captain Tiny and we'll have you meet him and you're going to love it.
That'll be amazing. Yeah.
It is amazing. I mean, we used it at your daughter's school and they were all over it. Not me because I'm too big I wasn't doing all that.
I
But
love
it-
that Bobby said he kind of figured you had another hookup for him.
Oh, for Bobby, yes.
Always.
I had this in the back of my
Always
mind.
something.
And, you know, I've been waiting. I don't know what the hell I'm waiting for. I got a ring. The guy with the toys has the ring. And he says we could put it in here.
And it's like a boxing ring with the ropes, or it's like the cage
Boxing
from MMA?
ring with the ropes.
Very nice. Love that.
And then I have a guy who has the trellises. And you can
Trellis?
you can put a cage if you want. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do. But yeah.
Bobby knows you well. How did you get into doing this, though, Nia?
Well, I tried rum for the first time when I was younger, and I just fell in love with the spirit itself and the history.
So give us a little history on rum.
Do you want what everybody knows or what nobody knows?
Nobody knows.
Well,
Nobody
what does
knows, of
everybody know
course, come
first?
on.
Let's
Do
give
you
us-
know rum is American?
I thought it was Caribbean.
No. Rum is American. It was actually at one point in colonial times used as currency. That's how valuable it was. The only reason we switched from rum to whiskey was because of the heavy taxation on sugar and sugar cane.
What is rum made from?
Most rums are made from molasses, but there are some islands, like the French-speaking islands like Martinique, they use sugarcane juice instead of the molasses. So they process the sugarcane juice very fast. So it's a little bit of what I call a licorice in the rum world. 50% of people love it and 50% of people hate it because it's very grassy and herbal, kind of like a little bit, not as herbal as gin, but in that sense of the word.
So tell me about the pirate setup that you got cooking with the rum.
The pirate setup.
Yeah.
So my treasure chest, I have spots for 4 rums only, and the way I review rums is I'll try them, and if they're treasure chest approved, then they go in the treasure chest. I'm trying to keep a nice balance to where I have a little bit of rum from everywhere, and some of the rums are flavored, some of the rums are rum agricoles, which are sugarcane, made from sugarcane juice. So if you guys want to try, I'm a big fan of smaller distilleries, so I brought all smaller Floridian distilleries because I like pushing small craft distilleries, because the big guys already have the big marketing budgets, so they don't need more help. So
How many Florida distilleries are there?
last I counted was probably about 50, 55.
Wow.
All in Florida?
Yes.
Any women owned?
Yes. Well, we were just talking about Lost Harbor, right?
Right. I want to make sure Lost Harbor makes your chest, your treasure chest.
Yeah,
So how does one qualify? You taste it and it has to be a certain level, certain taste?
well, it's very personal to me. What a lot of people don't know about taste and flavors and noses when it comes to spirits is it's very personal, which I love. You could nose a spirit. Nosy means basically putting your nose in the spirit and seeing what notes you can pick up. I could pick up some notes and you could pick up different notes, which is the great part of all spirits. So for me, it doesn't have so much to do with the nose. I like unique flavors, very natural flavors. I really enjoyed the coconut taste in the Lost Harbor rum. That was very impressive. I don't mind so much if they do additives. A lot of the rum community is tending to frown upon spirits that add sugars or add colorings. I don't. If it's a good spirit and it can stand on its own, it's going to be treasure chest approved. It's pretty much that simple.
Treasure
And
chest
you have a
approved.
podcast, correct? I would like to understand.
I have a YouTube channel where I review the rums.
Okay. And so how long have you been doing it?
It was a year in December.
Interesting. So you got up one day and says you're going to be a rum connoisseur.
Well, I was originally working for a company that did a lot of charters to the Caribbean, so a lot of the pilots were bringing me different rums from the Caribbean, and I was able to enjoy these very unique spirits, which we couldn't get in the mainland. So it all started with that. I was basically reviewing that on a personal level on my Instagram, and I got a lot of feedback from people that I should do it all the time because it also exposed people to spirits that they couldn't get their hands on.
Sure.
So obviously the pandemic hit and we were all stuck at home and we were obviously all drinking and making cocktails. So I was like, this is the perfect time for me to turn this into something substantial. So I did.
I love
I
it.
started the YouTube and then worked into getting my certificate for Romelier.
I love it. And not to sound male chauvinist, I love it because she's a female pirate. I've only met male pirates, never a female.
I was going to ask, is it common to have a female Romelier?
No, most are male.
Or males, right?
Yes.
That's what I love about this whole thing.
And Bobby, how did you meet Nia?
So we're actually friends through business, which is my favorite way to make friends, not trying to do business with friends first. But so she was actually a client at Custom Fitness, and then we just hit it off. I was training her, and we just kept talking more and more about what she has going with My Rum Diaries, her YouTube channel. And I loved every bit of it. It was between the travel of it, how well she breaks down the different rum types, you know, the treasure chest approved thing. That's not just for the most expensive bottles. That's truly has to require that taste test and that ability to really pass through in quality. And so I just loved it. The travel she's done with it and the culture she's absorbed through it. I was just so fascinated by it. I wanted to get involved. So.
I kind of dig this. Do you go to different places to do so people can taste the different rums? Are you allowed to do that with the companies that are in the chest?
Not yet. I'm not sponsored by anybody, and my goal is to hopefully stay that way because I want people to have an honest review when it comes to the rums that I'm trying. I obviously do get sent bottles sometimes, and I always preface the fact that it's going to be an honest review. If I don't like your rum, it doesn't mean you might not like it. It just means I personally don't like it.
But she's a wonderful spokesperson. I'm thinking the movie theater.
Well, we're going to take a commercial break, set up
I'm
some
gonna forget.
samples. Movie theater?
You remind me.
I'll remind you. Lori will remind you. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to do some rum tasting with the Rum Diaries, talk more to Lori G, see what she's got going, and see what's happening at the Custom Fitness Institute. So WGHT, hang tight, all of our viewers and listeners. Stay
Be
tuned.
right back.
We'll be right back.
Planning for the future should not be painful and needs to be discussed. From health, family, finances, allow qualified professionals to aid in your planning. Luhu Advisors have been serving South Florida for over 30 years. A licensed real estate broker, insurance agent, assisted living administrator, and certified senior advisor, Paul Solomon is the most qualified and well-rounded advisor for any task. Specializing in real estate, long-term care, life insurance and annuities, Social Security, government benefits, and senior housing. Luhu Advisors. Let us help you. Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Hi, I'm Dawn Clifford, owner and founder of Clifford Insurance Advisors. Established in November of 1999, we focus on mainly health, life, disability, Medicare, and long-term care insurance. Specifically for people aging into Medicare or the self-employed or even employee benefits for small business owners. We can be reached by phone number at 561-880-0391 or by email info@cliffordinsuranceadvisors.com. Visit our website at www.cliffordinsuranceadvisors.com and even visit Facebook, Clifford Insurance Advisors.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Welcome to Movies of Del Rey, a family-run movie theater that has been serving the Del Rey and Boca community for over 30 years. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Movies of Del Rey offers great admission prices, low concession prices, and quality customer service. Movies of Del Rey provides the quality of the big box theaters without the price tag. Movies of Delray provides new Hollywood content as well as new indie and independent movies. It truly is a hidden gem. Whether you're hosting a private event, party, or fundraiser, or are looking for your next date night activity, Movies of Delray is the perfect choice. Come on down to Movies of Delray, located at 7421 West Atlantic Ave in Delray Beach, or visit us online at moviesofdelray.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back. All right, you ready to get into this? We've got our Romalier here. We're doing fitness and rum, but it's Wednesday, so it's sort of hump day. We can go each way we want to go. All right, we've got 3 rums here, Nia, to try.
Yes, so the first one is going to be the lighter one. It's from Siesta Key Distilling up in Sarasota. It's a toasted coconut rum. They actually infuse the toasted coconut after it's been distilled. It's all natural. They actually take the toasted coconut flakes after they're done infusing it in the alcohol and give it to a local farmer.
And it's real coconut, not coconut flavored?
Yes, it's infused with real toasted coconut.
So it's
no
Is
flavor.
everybody
finished yours?
Yeah. You don't sip rum. Is that every bottle tastes like this?
Yes.
Do you have to stir it? I mean, you shake it or
You
anything?
don't, because they do filter it.
Holy smokes.
So tell us how you rate this.
Well,
What's
it
your
is in my
scale of
treasure
rating?
chest. It's my favorite thus far coconut rum.
That's good.
When you rate a rum, is it
When you
taste
what?
like you do wine? You know, there's the S's. When you rate a rum,
Rate a rum.
like when you rate wine, there's the S's. There's sip, smell, sight, swirl. On rum, is there anything like that, or you just, if you like it, it's good. If you don't,
Well, you have the nose, so you get the smell. Like what do you smell?
Okay.
Everybody's different, and then you also get the legs. If it's an aged rum, unfortunately these are plastic glasses, but on Glencairn glasses that we typically use for trying new rums, is you'll see if the legs, which means the beading on the top of the crystal when you swirl the rum, if there's a lot of beading, or like the legs, just like wine, the legs are long, then it means it's either a incredibly aged rum or it has a little bit of additives. We look at that as well. The coloring, so as you can see, this one's a very light, I would say like a champagne, the coloring. And then the taste. So same thing, the taste is gonna be, sometimes you'll smell something in the spirit, but it'll be different on the palate.
Now, this rum is a rum that you drink on the rocks, or can you use it mixed?
So I have used, there's people that drink rum neat. I very rarely drink rum neat. I drink it on the rocks with a big cube. Or this one, I actually turn it into kind of like an old fashioned, but with this rum. So I'll put bitters, a little bit of Angostura bitters, and a little bit of simple syrup. Most people use simple syrup for old fashions. Or I personally make my own Demerara syrup and use it for that.
These rums, you put a little ice in it,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
all you
good
need.
to go.
I'm thinking you heat it and pour it on top of ice cream.
What?
You make kind of like an ice cream flambe with
Well, you
rum.
can
With
with
the
rum.
toasted coconut, why not?
You could do anything with rum.
Right? Bobby, what do you think of this one?
Now, what I like is all these rums she's showing us is kind of like that same way we get that high-level whiskey where, like you guys pointed out, this can just be on the rocks.
Yeah.
There's not the mixer. Because a lot of times, like food, it's the extra things you add to it are where you lose the calorie count. You get a ton of sugar involved, too. So when she's pointing out these good rums that all you need is a piece of ice, you're not adding in the Coca-Cola, you're not adding in all these other things that can just totally blow up your daily calories anyway. So this legitimately is a more healthy way to drink.
It's fitness
So-
focused.
you have to not
fitness-focused
eat
rum.
for all day to be able to enjoy those other rums.
It's
It
nothing like
mixes.
having your trainer here on fitness and then you can drink this because just add ice. You know those big ice cubes you were showing me?
I'm bringing them, yeah. It's
Or does
kind
he
of
want
cool.
to- All right, let's try our next
We
one.
gotta put Bobby in a closet. You open, Bobby, can I have this? And he says, nope.
Nia, I've got the dark one next.
Okay, perfect. So the next one is gonna be Black Coral from Steel Tide Distilling. They're out of West
Some
Palm
too,
Beach.
okay.
The darker color is because it's made with blackstrap molasses. They do add a little bit of, I know, coloring and flavoring to this one, but it's same thing. I feel like it's a very smooth rum. It's enjoyable on the rocks or in cocktails.
Wow, that's totally different,
Yep.
It went the other way.
right? I was
It
thinking
went
the
right
same
out
thing.
the door on me.
The first one was hot and warm when it goes down your throat. This one goes up. How crazy is that?
It goes up.
It goes up. It's
I
like
clear
goes,
my sinuses.
yes. Is that weird?
And it's spicy on the tongue.
It is. It is a little bit spicier.
Good observation, Don. That is interesting. That
My
it
no-
really
my-
does
my
go
s-
up kind of
it
into
does.
the
It
nose.
goes up like your
My
tongue is
sinuses
up.
just cleared
it
out.
is.
The
What-
first
what-
one went down like a whiskey and was
Yeah.
warm and coating your throat, and this one goes
I
up.
never actually noticed that. Is there a name for that?
No.
Is there a term for that? That's really
Nose
interesting.
We're gonna call it
clearitis.
the dawn.
But it's basically what the spirit does on your palate, what you're experiencing once you obviously take
Huh.
a sip of it.
You know, not for nothing, but this is why they call it spirit. Because it rises.
Yeah.
This rum is traditionally spirit. The other one's a
This
little
one
different.
rises, right?
When we used to make cañita,
Okay.
that's a spirit. And my God, your hat blew up
How do you
on
like
that
that
bad
one?
boy.
What, what is that called, Freddie?
Cañita, she'll tell you.
That first one
Cañita
was
is
good.
that old fashioned. They used to bury the rum in the backyard, put a flag on it, and you wait a few years.
Ah.
It's like moonshine.
Because Brazilian rum is the cachaça, and they make that caipirinha from it. So that
Same
sounded kind of
difference,
familiar,
yeah.
but that
That's what it is.
So Josh likes.
The first one. That first one was really good because I tasted the coconut in there.
Yeah.
That one was really good.
This one's a little lighter. This one
Yeah.
you would maybe mix more. I don't know.
Yeah,
What do
you could definitely mix more this one.
This is my daytime.
That's your daytime.
And
The, other one's
one's
your
my
nighttime.
nighttime.
You know the other one.
That's
when
my daytime
women
and
have
nighttime.
That's why I can't take you no
You know, when
place.
women have that time of the month, they go have brandy. All you need is that first coconut rum, and you don't need
Have
brandy.
brandy. What's that gonna do?
They used to back in the day say have like blackberry brandy for being uncomfortable.
Are you writing material for Lauren?
It's true. Okay, Josh, pass me over your cup.
Is that true, Lauren?
my
It's not
great
true,
my
right?
great grandmother, my grandmother have blackberry. I'm
you ever
telling
heard
you.
that?
ironically, brandy is actually really popular in Minnesota. So yeah, I'm sure that a bunch of people up in the Midwest know about that one.
I
but
love
that's
that he's
interesting.
from Minnesota.
I forget.
Minnesota.
The
All
House
right.
of the Mosquitoes.
This is what's this next one?
The next one is gonna be from Copper Bottom Distillery. They're up in Holy Hill like very close to Daytona. This is a limited release. You're trying
Wow.
bottle number 2. This one's gonna be a little bit hotter than the rest, but it's aged in port finished casks.
This has got a whiskey type, more of a whiskey feel. I can't believe all these different rums.
It will.
This is more
That
like a
one's
whiskey
a little stronger,
barrel.
yeah.
Yeah, this
Try
is
this
not
one
an
yet?
entry level
Yeah.
rum, but I definitely wanted you to experience since it is a limited release and
Oh, limited.
the
You drink-
finish.
You drink enough of this, you'll be finished and limited. 'Cause I smell it from here. It's rising.
Yeah, the way she says that it's not a beginner's rum.
It's
that,
not.
That probably means I need a ride home.
You like it?
This is more of a whiskey, like aged in a barrel type.
Yes.
Is it?
Import.
It's more
Import.
port. You can take. Wow, look at me! I'm learning about rum.
When did you stop drinking? This is
because I've got a whole glass here.
Frankie. If you're watching that store that you have, I know they carry stuff. Give us a call.
Do they have a liquor license in that store?
I don't know, but if they don't, we'll get one.
What do you
this
think of
is,
this one, Josh?
That one was definitely a little stronger. I mean, I don't know if I can enjoy this
Oh,
one.
oh,
Yeah,
baby.
see?
Watch out now. Wow.
What do you think?
It's up there, but it's not as spicy. It's just
No,
it
it's
feels
the
stronger.
flavorings you get from the cask. So depending on how they char the inside of the cask, it depends how spicy. Because you can add spices to a rum to make it flavorful,
Right.
or you can char the cask inside to give it that spicy-ish flavoring.
Bobby, what do you think?
Yeah, very good. Very good. I
Very
like
good.
it. It's a little hot, but
he's down
yeah.
to very good. He's had 2. He's done.
So what do we think? Those are the 3 shots, right?
Of the 3.
What do we think what is the one you prefer?
I think it depends on my mood.
I like that. That's the
Kind
way
of
I.
depends
She's
on
so clever.
on my mood, because if I want of more daytime,
The
I would
middle
go
one.
with the middle one, that kind of easier
would do
to
that
sort
too.
of just have a little bit of a before airtime, because it's 12 o'clock.
A little snippy.
A little snip, which we don't do here. The first one, the coconut one, it's more coconut, but it's heavier. It's like gives you this whole warmth I could see in winter would be kind of great. And this last one, it was more of a whiskey feel, which you could see like winter as well, whiskey kind of hanging out. But I think this feels heavier. They're all so good. I can't believe they're all so different, though. That's the amazing thing. I've never really had that many rums before.
I like the first one, straight up. The middle one, I like during the day. But this last one, I like it with a mixture. Maybe a
Coke?
Moscow Mule or something.
Rum and Coke?
A rum
Gio
and
would like
Coke.
this one, I think. Your son.
Yeah, because he's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of these are contagious.
Wow.
You know, you start with a little bit, and the next thing you know, you want more, you want more. The first one is the most contagious because it's sweet, so you don't have that rum deal. Yeah, you keep drinking, your eyes crossed.
This one
Do
goes
that
up in
again.
my eyes.
Very interesting.
It's totally interesting. Do you have a favorite, Nia, or does it depend on your mood?
I'm a mood type of person. Same thing. Yeah.
Kind of like how you just feel for that moment in time. How do people find your podcast and your YouTube channel? I'm sorry.
My Rum Diaries.
My Rum Diaries,
Yes.
and check that out. Nia Montalvo,
Yes.
where are you from?
Originally from Ecuador.
Sunny, I just said to her, get over here. She's trying to get over here.
Summer, perfect. Summer
Summer.
Peep.
What do they call it?
Sunny.
Sunny, summer, hot,
Summer
same
Peep.
difference. Summer
My Rum
Peep.
Diaries. Check that out on YouTube. I would love to do this whole segment in Spanish.
I got
do
a whole
it.
bunch of things I want to do. I'm calling
She's from
Tiny
Ecuador.
Nights. Yeah, she's Latina.
See?
You gotta be Latino to enjoy
To enjoy
the
rum. Or from Minnesota, either way.
From Minnesota. and
It's
just-
all the same.
You gotta drink a lot of rum in Minnesota. It gets cold up there.
Does Sea
that's-
Love rum?
That's what I felt about that third one. That was a cold weather rum for me.
Yes.
I think that first one with the coconut tossed me a cigar, but that third one, that's for me, that's that cold weather drink.
Toss
Right, it's the
me
cold
a
weather. You can see
cigar.
like the dog with the barrel.
The health man says, toss me a cigar.
You gotta live
I would love to go to Minnesota on the coldest day of the year
and have the third one.
and go to the lakes. There's a lake in Minnesota, right?
We got several. Yep.
So, okay,
Lot
so
of
get
them.
to the biggest, coldest one. And you carry that poncho, you know, that squeeze thing they used to do in the day? I don't know if they do that anymore. And
The
go
bladder?
out on the lake and put a little fire. And you have this is the way we used to hang out in New York. My brother used to take me with him. I didn't drink because I was young, but they did. And this will keep you warm, and you could keep going. They used to play music. We had some stand-up comedians back in the day as well. And this is just like a throwback because they used to drink a lot of rum. Not these rums. They were more like moonshine rums. So that was a different
We
animal.
got a winter day, we got a day today, and we got a kind of got
It's
a
too hot
Sunday
in Florida.
relaxing
We
day.
gotta-
We're going to go to a commercial break. Check out My Rum Diaries
We gotta
all
go to
over
New York.
YouTube. And then we're going to come back and
Can we go
talk
to New
to
York?
Bobby Jackson of the Custom Fitness Institute.
Can we go to New York?
Yes. New York, here we come. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky has a wide range of art, from abstracts to mosaic tapestries, and she paints on different surfaces, such as reverse painting on glass, tables, wall hangings, and sculptures. Her work can be ordered online at amyreshevsky.com, or you can come in and see it in real time at the Brooklyn Cafe Art Gallery. She also does commission work, so if you have an idea in mind, she can make it a reality. She invites you to reach out to her at Facebook or at email at amyreshevsky@gmail.com. That's amyreshevsky@gmail.com. Have an artful day.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
Hey travelers, everybody wants cheap airfares, but where can you find them? You call Smart Fares. Our prices are direct from the airlines and they're so low they're not published anywhere. Smart Fares specializes in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rentals, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, Smart Fares can help you get there cheaply and with the best price guarantee. If you want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call us right now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these low rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the lowest rates available, so don't wait. Call Smart Fares right now for the best price guaranteed. Save up to 50% off business and first class. We've got great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 855-828-0198. That's 855-828-0198. 855-828-0198.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Here's our weekly activity idea. Try doing a handstand or a headstand.
I did, and I broke an elbow.
That's when you fell off the bike. That was with me too.
That's why I don't ride bikes.
So Bobby, he tries to do these activities with me. So we had electric Pedigo bikes at the set one day, and everyone was making loops around the parking lot. And Freddie sort of went faster instead of slower.
They were lapping me.
We were lapping him.
That was a nice way to say lapping. Okay, yeah.
And he had two choices. One was to hit Federal Highway, or one was to
With a
flip
truck.
over the bushes in the middle of the parking lot.
I missed
so
the
he
bushes.
opted on the ladder and landed on his elbow.
On the blacktop, and I cracked
when
my
was
elbow.
this?
So it makes the mousetrap look like nothing.
It still hurts, Bobby. It's been years.
It makes the mousetrap look like a
But
children's
it's just
game.
left
That
arm
easy, though.
again.
Okay,
Broken,
you got full range of
broken,
motion.
broken.
That's not your rum tasting hand, is it? That would be really bad.
No, that's this hand.
Ah, thank God.
You got to fill us in, though, on the Custom Fitness Institute. 6 years. Congratulations.
6 years. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just cranking over there. That's the biggest news is I finally got a good new head coach and manager in there. Her name is Coco. Incredible trainer. And so just over these last few months, that's really let us kind of turn that corner, having just the right person in the right spot. And yeah, so we're just rolling, having a blast. It's still all private personal training, and so that's it. Clients get to come in, have fun, and get the workouts done. So,
What was it like during the pandemic? People still coming in?
yeah, it was rough. Obviously, we had that hard stop, and so doors are closed, and had a few people want to go to virtual training. I got to be honest, that was just way too lazy for me. I really love to be active with the clients and, you know, that personal connection when everybody's in the same room together. So, you know, we pushed through the way that we needed to, but we're just grateful that we were able to reopen, and we kind of limited the number of people in the room at one time. And so we were still trying to be a little proactive with that, you know, when the numbers were still really bad. But now we're just back to full capacity and cranking away.
How many coaches do you have now?
It's 3 of us right now, so it's we're rolling. We try to not do all 3 people with clients in at a time. We really prefer maybe just a couple clients, so they really get that private gym feel to it, and otherwise we just get to keep rolling. So it's pretty much people in there 7 days a week at this point.
And doing like one at a time personal training.
Yeah. Every coach usually only has one, maybe a couple people. We do what we call our partner training program. So if there's a couple or maybe a couple friends that want to split an hour and work out with a trainer together, then they have that ability to do that. And otherwise, we just try to keep keep the numbers rolling and keep everybody having fun and working hard.
And you're still in that MMA niche?
A little bit, yeah. That one, I ended up kind of moving, adding in some other athletes, some youth competitive golfers, some high school basketball, getting ready for college programs. So we have been able to diversify the sport programs a little bit better. But otherwise, yeah, we definitely still have a good number of the MMA, kickboxing, competition jiu-jitsu guys rolling through too.
So who were the jiu-jitsu guys, remember?
He brought 6 guys here one time, right? All with belts. It was kind of intimidating. So
that was the safest studio in Boca. Oh, yeah.
So you're bringing in different athletes.
Yeah.
Baseball players, and all of these guys need to work out correctly.
And that's the fun part, is I get to, as just the strength and conditioning specialist, I'm not teaching them how to play their sport better in the technique of the sport. I look at the primary movements of the sport and strengthen those movements, right? So if your sport requires rotation, if your sport requires more lower body strength, maybe upper body endurance, whatever combination of effects, and then we get to attack that in the lab, being the gym, where, okay, I'm not throwing footballs at people, I'm not making you shoot basketballs, and we're sure as heck not punching anybody. It's all about just basic fitness, everything in anatomical position, and just making them a stronger, more high-performance athlete.
Well, the game has changed because the money being thrown at professional athletes, now you got athletes, and then you got those guys. And if you watched the All-Star game yesterday, and I was trying to explain to them this morning, I've seen a lot of All-Star games in my 60 years. I've never seen one like this.
The physical performance is
But they were mic'd up. You were talking to the pitcher and the batter and the catcher and the umpire, and they were mic'd up telling you what they're going through, right? These guys, in my opinion, these ball players, if they trained a little bit different, I mean, I got baseball players with big jerseys, if you know what I mean. I got hitters with big bellies.
That's a unique sport, right? Because they don't need endurance.
So no, they just need a pop.
They need the power. So that's where we would look at that in custom fitness as well and say, okay, we do want general health, of course, but it's what's the primary type of energy expenditure for the sport as well, right? Like a boxer, that's big time endurance. You'd have a baseball player, and it's that split-second amount of power that they can put into the baseball, that hit. And beyond that, yeah, they can walk around with a couple extra pounds because it's all about the power sport.
But if you look at the players that are up here, like Judd and them guys, those guys work out and they work out hard.
But you get that top level of now any sport, and they are just the evolution of the science and the research behind the strength and conditioning alone. The actual physical performance that these guys can put out. I mean, a lot of them now at a high level athlete, they could play multiple sports, right? Like, you know,
like Bo Jackson.
How many of these guys that they're just so physically fit and dominant, they choose baseball, but they could actually be playing, 2-3 other sports as well.
But you think about the mind conditioning also, because for them to be able to play, pitch, catch, do that physically, and then mentally they have to have the conversation based on what they're doing. There has to be a whole nother side of the mind conditioning as well as the physical conditioning, right? It's that whole brain interaction.
Yeah, the behavioral psychology for it, to me, is the most fun, because also in my gym, where they're not actually participating in the sport, they're just doing the fitness component, that's always known as the most uncomfortable part of training, right? When you see them mic'd up, that's on the field. They're performing, that's when they're making money, that's the show. They're showing all the other work they've done the other 6 days out of the week, and the stuff that I get to participate with them on is the stuff that's really uncomfortable because you got to grind it out in the gym, and so that's where you really get to see people's will and how hard they want to push themselves and their drive to get better.
I love Bobby just takes a whole nother layer to it. Because it's
No.
more than working out. There's a whole, it's more than just, you know, lifting weights
I'm
and
going to
pumping
tell
it
you
out.
what, Bobby, the time you did the test for my son, for Gio,
The body fat? He had none?
and he said he had never seen, he had minus. He said, I'd never seen this before. Remember when you did the body test for my son Gio?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he's gained a few pounds now. He's
So
a
not
little-
getting the same numbers, but
He's a little healthier now.
good,
But
good.
I'll never forget that day. And he looked at it, he says, can we do this again? Mine went through the roof.
But it's all in conditioning. That's what makes what you do so different. Nia, you work out at Custom Fitness, or you did?
Yes, I did.
What did you find different about the training there than anywhere else?
The name says it all. It's very custom. I love the space. I was kind of at the tail end of the pandemic where I came in, so I felt extremely comfortable going in there. I overlapped maybe 5 minutes with another client, but it's the space, great space.
Where's it located, Bob? And
Yeah, we're
times?
right on Atlantic Boulevard. So 1701 East Atlantic Boulevard in Pompano Beach. So we're just a couple blocks away from Federal. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, reach out to us on Yelp. I mean, we're pretty much tapped in everywhere, everywhere you can be found. One fun part of that facility, though, is we're actually going to be hosting Nia's anniversary party for December. So go ahead and tell them a little bit about that.
I'm in.
Yeah. So December 6th, we're gonna bring a retrofitted Airstream, and we're gonna do cigars and rum for the anniversary party.
Wow.
And then coming up, we have Shark Week, hence the shark T-shirt. We're gonna do rum and sharks. I curated some very, very cool shark-themed bottles. So Sunday, we're gonna go live on YouTube. Monday as well on YouTube, and then Wednesday on Facebook. So you'll probably see Bobby helping me out with that as well.
I'm going to try
December
my
6th, we gotta go.
my amateur production skills and give her a little help hosting those lives. We'd love interaction from you guys as well. Now that she's got some new fans here, and answering questions along the way. And I'm sure we'll be rolling for an hour or more, just talking shop.
That's so awesome. Thank you all for joining us. Bobby Jackson, the Custom Fitness Institute, and Nia, My Rum Diaries. Check all of that out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and all the great things. We've got Lori G. Can you stay with us for the next hour? All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to say
What
goodbye
time is
to our
it?
friends in New York and New Jersey.
What time is it?
It is time to say we'll see you on the other side of this news break.
Don't
is
go
what
away.
it is.
We'll be right back.
Have a great afternoon. For those that are still staying with us, stay with us on the other side of this news break. New York, we will see you on the other side as well. Have a great afternoon, everyone, and we will be right back.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Call 800-651-4808.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got coverage with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Call 877-281-0289.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Russia stepping up its military recruitment, which could come at a steep cost to the country well into the future, experts said Saturday, as Russia's defense minister directed troops to further intensify the war in Ukraine. Harry Michaels reports.
The Institute for the Study of War, a think tank based in Washington, D.C., said in an analysis Saturday that Russia has launched a large-scale drive to form volunteer battalions from across the country, with new volunteer units being reported daily. The new battalions are expected to each consist of around 400 men between the ages 18 and 60.
President Joe Biden laid out his vision for the United States' role in the Middle East at a summit in Saudi Arabia with Gulf state leaders on Saturday, the final day of his 4-day trip through the region. David Alexander reports.
The vision includes increasing regional food security, addressing the effect of the Russian invasion of Ukraine on energy markets, and implementing stronger protections against human rights violations. It also includes strengthening a ceasefire between Iran-backed troops and Saudi-led forces in the 7-year civil war in Yemen.
A cargo plane operated by a Ukraine-based airline crashed Saturday near northern Greece, authorities said.
8 people were believed to be on board the aircraft that was flying from Serbia to Jordan. The pilot alerted Greek authorities about a problem in one of the plane's engines shortly before it crashed. The incident occurred late on Saturday near the city of Kavala. Eyewitnesses reported multiple explosions and a fireball.
Sky News Australia reporting.
Extreme heat throughout Europe has sparked wildfire in France, Portugal, and Spain, prompting mass evacuations, local officials said. Richard Sanders reports.
Fires in southwestern France have burned some 24,700 acres and displaced thousands of people, Turkish news outlet Anadolu Agency reported. The blazes were burning in the Gironde and Bouches-du-Rhône departments. French Premier Elisabeth Borne said a fire in Le Test de Bouc in Gironde department was caused by an electric vehicle.
Former NASCAR driver Bobby East was killed in a stabbing attack in a Southern California gas station, authorities said. A suspect in the murder was fatally shot by police during the execution of an arrest warrant in connection with the homicide on Friday, authorities said. The fatal stabbing occurred last Wednesday evening in Westminster in Orange County. Nearly 100 people have been hospitalized and hundreds became ill after consuming a lentil-based product from Daily Harvest, the Food and Drug Administration said, citing complaint reports as more lawsuits have been filed against the popular vegan food company, including one on behalf of an infant who was breastfeeding. Daily Harvest initiated the voluntary recall of the product last month after consumers began to complain of becoming sick. Some reported elevated liver enzymes, hospitalizations, as well as gallbladder removal. 6 people have died after a dust storm fueled by wind gusts topped 60 miles per hour, causing a pileup Friday evening on Interstate 90 in Montana, authorities said.
Oh, it was like a snowstorm, but dust. It was very low visibility, or it was like fog. It reminded me of really dense fog.
We got to it, and we couldn't even see like 10 feet in front of us, so we immediately hit our brakes.
21 vehicles crashed, and Montana Highway Patrol Sergeant Jay Nelson said authorities believe the weather was the cause. It appears as though there was heavy winds caused by a dust storm with zero visibility, he said. The Mega Millions jackpot grew to an estimated $530 million after no tickets matched all 6 numbers in Friday's drawing. One ticket sold in California had the 5 main numbers, winning a $1 million prize. 28 won $10,000, and 854 took home $500. The new $530 million jackpot would be worth about $304 million with a lump sum cash option. The next Mega Millions drawing will take place Tuesday. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I'm going to sing for you instead of the music bed. Or
There is no
whatever it
music
is.
bed.
There should be.
There
But
is
we're
no-
good. I can sing for you instead.
Listen, as we settle down on the switchover,
On the switch over between the
people
hour,
want to call.
give us a call.
What's the number?
888-994-4995, Studio A. Let us know. We've done some rum tasting. Bobby and Nia, you guys are amazing. More to come.
If you want,
Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, radio station. WWNN, which is really oldies now, but we'll shoot you a text. Awesome.
and if you want, what do you call a female pirate?
Piratess?
No. What?
Irita?
No. What do you call a female pirate? A piragua.
A piragua?
No, that's wrong.
Piraguarita?
No.
Wait, a
If you want,
soluto.
if you want a female pirate at your next function with a ship and everything else, Captain Tiny's calling me back. Let us know. If
I
you
have
know-
to show you what she left us.
I'm
We got a
afraid to
goodie
ask.
bag. Rose is going
Oh, she
to.
left you a goodie bag?
Yeah. Rose, I got things for you to try.
No, don't give it to Rose because she has to do a show.
That's why.
Oh, Rose, this is going to take you to a whole nother.
I've got the Black Coral Black Rum, 40% Steel Thai Distillery. That's what that one is.
There's a Havana in there.
This one is Toasted Coconut Rum from
That's the one we
Siesta
love.
Key. That's the one we had.
That's the one I'm going to hijack.
This one is, how did you know?
How did I know why?
There was a Havana one
Havana.
in here.
Cuban Havana,
Havana, yep.
which cannot be purchased. It has to be specially ordered.
That one's from Cuba. And this one is
That's the third.
the other one we had, the Copper Bottom Distillery, 43%. So we've got that. So we've got for December 6th, save the date. Bobby would like us to do a live show
We'll go down there
from
and do it.
Custom Fitness Institute during the day, and then at night wrap it up with covering the event. So look at this. You go to a rum tasting, and here is your shot glass holder, so you can still talk and network and not have to hold your glass. Would you like one?
That's impressive.
Isn't that nice? I know. So you get to wear this, put your little shot glass in the holder.
That probably goes around your belt, maybe, that other loop.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder what this is for.
One is a shot glass.
Oh, maybe it's for the bottom and the top?
Yeah, it goes like this. It holds both.
So these are from My Rum Diaries. Check them out on YouTube. So this is a whole lot of fun. 4 different samples. So Rose, I got some things for you to try. Sally apparently broke her toe, so that means she's not drinking. I'm not sure. I think it'll
Talk
be
into your
way
microphone.
better if you do. I was wondering why one thing has anything to do
You have a
with the
broken
other.
toe? And I got the medicine.
You have?
Yes, it's right here.
Yo ho ho.
Okay.
You're drinking none of that stuff.
Just don't let me dance, because then I really have a
You know what they say?
You can
Remember,
dance on one leg. You got 2.
remember SNL said, "Don't make me sing." She's like, "Don't make me dance. We're good." We've got That was my wand. We got
Sorry, let
Lori
me
G.
get the bottles,
I got a whole lot of
yeah.
things
We're
in
gonna
my
drop
hand.
these and
Careful,
break
that's
them.
not even close. We got Lori G. Lori did a great set with us on opening the show, so I'm glad you're still with us. We've got Rose and Sally. Sally, welcome back.
Thank you.
We've missed you. I don't know how you broke your toe, but
I walked into my coffee table.
oh, nothing fancy. Right
exciting.
into the
Yeah.
coffee table.
We're going to have a show together today.
Oh, fantastic.
We have a message to light workers and spiritual awakened people. It's going to be a fantastic show.
Well, when we finish with you, you're going to be more spiritual than you've ever been.
I love it. We got
That's
get
what they
some,
call it, spirits.
Josh,
by
can
the
we
way.
get some light on Lori? Light on Lori. We got to figure out how to light up that corner a little bit more.
That's because one of the lights are out.
I was a little hot, so let's just put that light on,
That
Lori,
light is off.
please. So, Lori, I have to ask you, we have
In the
not really
corner.
talked about this book, and I'm not
She
sure.
turned off that light.
This one. I turned it off. Let's point that. Look at me. I got things flying. What did you bring in here, ladies? Because all things are knocking everything out of my hand. Maybe it was the pirate. We're talking to Lori about starting her own show, the Lori G Show at the moment in my head. Because there's so much light around you. You have so much great information to share with people.
Oh, thank you.
I love the comedy set you started out with.
Oh, thank you.
Which was great.
Yes, talking about men and their lack of, what do you want to call it?
Well, narcissistic men,
Well, that's some of it, but you know.
compassion, understanding, depends. I don't know.
Lack of
The depends is good.
The depends was funny. It made me think of Rose. And when you're dating people that are older, he says, and how things change when you start dating. You know, we're not
Exactly.
18, 25, 35, 45 anymore, and the people we date are older as well. Just when you think we're older and saggier, the person you're dating is same way.
I find it staying young forever. I always date somebody older than me. I look always younger.
That's a good way to do it.
But it's going to be a problem when I hit 70s.
When you hit 70?
70s, 80s, I'm going to have a hard time finding men alive.
This is true. It's very true.
Wow.
And I spoke to your lovely fiance a few weeks ago, which was really nice that he gave us a
Yeah,
call.
Yes. I never thought I'd have this in my time of life, but we met. I knew him from 22 years ago, and then we got reacquainted about 7 months ago.
You
Here
and
I am
J-Lo.
engaged.
Wow.
Right.
You've known him for 22 years, so just now you're engaged?
But there was a period where we didn't see each other. He was married.
That's
That's a good idea.
Yes. But now we're both not married, so it just makes sense, right?
That's what J-Lo said. Love is patience, is having patience.
We're not going to go down that road.
Why, she was with him 20 years in between the two, and look where they are walking down the aisle.
Well, she had to give up some of that stardom. I mean, we went down this already. Watch Marry Me.
I
and-
don't mean that stardom. I just mean the patience of 20 plus years.
Yeah, but
Imagine
there's a different patience.
finding someone that you've known for 20
Well,
years.
J-Lo
and
was
saying,
up there, and she had to come back to earth to sort of. I mean, he's a big star too, but not the mega star that she is. So yeah, it's tough for big stars to make it work.
Well, I think it's tough for anyone to make it work. You've been married to what, 20 years? I'm kidding.
25 years I was.
Really?
25 great years.
Yeah, right.
I feel like we're back on the 12 o'clock show
Every
with
time
that
she
one.
says, "I've been married 20 years," we instantly clap.
I have to ask you, though, you've been through a lot in life.
Uh-huh.
I mean, everyone has their own story and their whole own lot in life, but you've been through a lot. But yet, you're always smiling.
Right, because you have
How
to
do you-
do what's next.
How do you do that?
You don't dwell on things. It happens to everybody.
Well, you're a comedian too, so
Well, all comedians have tragedy before they become comedians.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true?
Yes, definitely.
So you bring humor to the tragedy, like country
They have
music.
to cope. You have to cope, so you have to make things funny.
Now, let me ask you: do you ever find something that happens to you and turn it into a bit, into a comedy bit?
Yeah, all of my comedy is what happens to me. I just change it around a little bit.
And people sort of look at you and say, "Well, that's not really funny. That was sort of tragic and what happened."
Yeah, no, but they laugh.
When you look back on things that happened, I guess it's funny. It can be humorous, like your puppets.
Yeah. That was true. Yeah, we were wearing puppets. And I didn't actually get to finish that joke. In the end, I say that the last therapist had us wearing finger puppets. And so I thought the lady was nuts. I went home, threw them on the table, went upstairs to go to sleep, came back down the next day to go make coffee, looked over at the table, the puppets were all torn apart. I said, holy shit, they're fighting now.
I have one thing to say about, making fun of laughing about what happened in the past. that means you healed. If you heal, you could look back and you could find from the worst things, you could find, funny, humorous side, and you could joke about it. That's what I do too. It's like, and that shows I don't have any problems with my past. I'm in peace. I'm laughing about it. If anybody could make jokes about their past, that's healed. It's like,
yeah, but there's a difference because she makes a living and she has to deliver. Like we were talking before you went on, you can't laugh at your own jokes. Even though some of the comedians actually are doing more of that because they're laughing under their breath. And
Well, I
it's
try
sort of
not
funny.
to because
I
it's
know.
more of a performance if you hold your face tight and then people think she's so serious,
But I think the healing thing is true because you had said that you have to get to a point where you release it, and then it does. We were telling us before the show went on today that to look back at it and you've released it when you're not having dreams about it anymore. Then you
Oh yeah, because a
healed
lot of
from it.
things that happen to people is traumatizing, and you don't realize it. It's in the back of this little closet in your mind, and you don't know it affected you. But the way you dream and the way you see things and things you fear, you realize you didn't let go of it.
I learned that yesterday I had somebody come at me like The Exorcist and I winced. I had that fear in the back of my head. I was like, oh my
You have
God.
nightmares about me.
if you still have pain associated with the situation, it's hard to laugh and make fun of it. So that's why it's a good sign. If you're able to laugh about it, you healed,
Well, I mean, again, it depends
Well,
on...
think, when you were going through your divorce, painful?
No. The first day. The first day, yes. When I went to see my attorney. Because not in a million years did I think I had to see an attorney. I'm from the old school that says, you don't want to be married to me? Here, sign this, and I signed that, and we're done.
Right.
It didn't work out that way. She wanted to go down the other road.
Yeah, and also even if you didn't heal, it's a faking until you make it. You keep faking it, you laugh about it, and eventually you will heal it.
Rose, the
I
problem...
don't know if men do that.
The problem is there's so many things going on in my life that I don't want to sit down one day and go down memory lane, what I should have, could have, would have done. I don't want to do that. I'm at a stage in my life now that I want to live now, and I love the people that I meet now. I love this, and my creative juices flow.
Bobby knows. He knows you got more for him.
He knows because he brings it. Him and I are on the same wavelength. But with Lori, I understand all the stuff that she went through. It's not easy sometimes for women. In making a living at it, I think you're really spectacular at doing it. I try to be funny, and there are times that some of the anger comes out. You've told me a few times, and I apologize for that thing that I did on Friday. Delivery is very difficult when it's still raw. On either side, men or women. And your kids remind you of the rawness as well. So sometimes it's not about trying to get past it and healing. Sometimes you have to learn how to live with the pain, but still do what you do, which I tip my hat because you're good at doing.
So you could take it as a lesson learned and then look forward because we can't go back and redo anything. So there's no point of dwelling and rehashing and focusing on what we did wrong, and because you can't go back and fix it, and it's the best thing just accept it, what happened, and learn the lesson and move forward with that lesson smarter and wiser. I think it's like every time something bad happened, I'm like, well, this was a expensive, painful lesson, and I'll make it worth it. It's like in future, I won't get myself into a situation like this again.
But it's hard. We were talking about that earlier today. What we know now at our ages, and you see something coming forward, you know, I don't want this soul, I don't want this personality, but we've lived enough to know. The younger millennials, crew, whatever it is, you want to say, don't do that, but yet they have to learn, I think, on
You gotta
certain
let them do
things,
it.
right?
You have to tell
you.
you have to experience it.
You gotta let
When
them
I
do
first
it.
came over, I'm sorry. Just going to say, I didn't know anyone. It was a pretty wild story, actually, when I arrived here. Everything was taken from me, so I was not in the best place. But I knew that what I had in myself was a personality, and I didn't want to lose that. And every day was a new day.
Closer to the mic, Sally.
Sorry?
Hold your mic.
Okay, every day to me was a new experience. I didn't know where I was going to live. I didn't know how I was going to make any money, and so on. I won't go into the whole story. But I know that laughter through what I was going through definitely helped me. Because I thought, if I sit here and cry, I don't know where I am, I don't know anyone, I would never have met anybody. So for me, I kind of lived through that for many years, actually, of just putting a smile on my face. I wasn't a comedian, as obviously you are, but I kind of made myself that way. So it helped me.
I look at it this way. When I meet people now, sometimes I see the red flags, but sometimes I go, this could be good material, you know? So I hang out and see how weird they actually become.
Right.
And then I write about it. So
I say to people, can I use that tomorrow? All the time. And I write it down now. Some of the stories are wild. I mean, my life has been story after stories, and stuff is coming out from them. Now, you've been performing in comedy for a number of years?
Yeah, for over 11 years in New York.
In New York. Where in New York were you doing your bits?
I did a few places in Manhattan just with friends. I did firehouses, police department parties, teachers' parties, VFWs.
Were you ever here in Florida at the Black Box? Did you ever do anything at the Black Box?
No, I know people that are there, but I wasn't ready to do it again. As you know, I lost my son. But the last place I did it was City Place in West Palm Beach, and then 2 weeks later, my son passed. So I just felt like if I couldn't go on stage and tell people, listen, I'm going to do this, but my son passed, just to know how hard it was to do, then I just didn't want to do it then.
You getting ready to come back?
So you haven't done it yet?
No, I
Well,
mean,
this is
I haven't
gonna
done
be-
it after that.
it's gonna
I
be
mean,
your
I do it
debut.
with my clients. My clients come in and I
No,
have
no,
them
but I
laugh
want
and
a
hysterical. They feel
debut.
they're at a show.
I want
They're
a
like,
debut.
I don't only get my hair done, you're giving me a whole show here.
I want to debut you to get you back.
We did a little bit today.
Yeah, we did a little
If you need the materials, dating stories, I could give you some dating stories. It's
I have a lot
hilarious.
of dating material.
She's an encyclopedia. It's because she lost her son and that stopped everything, and she hasn't done what in 5 years, 4
Yeah,
years,
7, yeah.
7 years.
I mean, I still write, you know,
No,
but
I
I
know.
was doing other things, you know, writing and
I
you know,
hear you.
music.
But I hear also delivery. Once you get through that first one, and there's people here, and you get through that one, it changes everything. It
I don't
will
know how you
change
ever
everything.
heal from that, though.
You don't heal.
You don't.
You don't heal. You
Because
keep
I just
going.
lost my daughter 2 weeks ago. I'm
so
my
sorry
daughter
for your
passed
loss.
away.
I'm so
She-
sorry.
yeah.
So I have a challenge for you. It's a 24-hour challenge. We had a group that was going to sing tomorrow at 7:30 here, and apparently they broke up. So we had to put the group back together. Josh! So we got to put the group back together. Why don't we do a comedy set?
Sure.
If you can, tomorrow on radio. You got to keep it clean, of course.
Yeah.
But it's nighttime activity. And we'll put a couple of commercial blocks in there at the 22 and the 10-2. And you come out. And this is your coming out party.
My coming out. Now I won't be able to date anybody. They'll think I changed my side.
Well, you can clear it up.
I know.
Would you be up for that?
No, I think so, maybe, yeah.
No, this is a yes or no because I need to know.
Well, is it on TV?
Yeah, it's right
is.
here.
You know what makes comedy a little different? When you're at a club and you have a group of people, they're in front of you, so you get an instant response.
There'll be people in
Yeah,
front
so
of
we'll
you.
bring in Rose and Sally. And you'll
Doesn't
be
Angel
hearing
go
me.
tomorrow?
No, she was last week.
So who goes tomorrow at 7? Oh, so we have to invite people. I
Here
thought
we
had
go
a 7.
again. Here we
Here we
go
go
again.
again. I
We'll
thought we
figure
had a
that
7.
out.
Okay.
But these 3 ladies are here. I'm the only brunette in the room. I think I might be the only brunette in the whole studio at the moment.
Don't take me down that road because
Of
I
the
got in
blondes?
trouble. I got in trouble today.
Of the blondes having more fun? I don't know. We've got 3 beautiful light workers here that are blondes.
Hey, we
so.
all dyed our hair to find out.
So the question is, you having more fun?
Oh, I have over the years, I guess, when I was a brunette.
I was brunette and I'm blonde too. It's like I
First
think.
of all, you.
What?
I'm an admin on your Facebook page. And I counted, you have about 37 people that want to either date you, marry you, or get to know you. I don't even know if you answer them.
No.
I answer them.
Are you going to date
I says,
them?
I'm her husband, what do you want? It's amazing. You got 3 more today. Do you know this?
I don't pay attention. It's like because I don't date or I don't date people from social media.
Okay, so you
because
heard it
I
right
have
here.
some funny thing happen one day. I will give her as a joke. It's like I learned my lesson. I don't do it from social media.
Well, Facebook is no joke. Social media is not a place to joke because they got some crazy people out there.
They're changing things. Every day they're changing something on my page.
It's changing everything on everybody's page. Meta is here.
Cracking down on some things. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, more with Rose, Sally, and Lori G. Stay tuned. Give us a call. 888-994-4995. Studio A. It's very bright in here. Stay tuned. There's Quacky and Slouch. We'll be right back.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444. We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, CEO of MyPillow. Retailers, shopping channels, and now even banks have tried to cancel myself and MyPillow. During these times, your support has meant everything to us. So my employees and I want to personally thank each and every one of you by passing the savings directly on to you. We're selling the best products ever for the best prices ever. For example, we have my towels with proprietary technology which makes them soft and absorbent. Towels that work, what a concept. They're made with USA cotton and come in a variety of awesome colors. My 6-piece towel set is regularly $109.99, now just $39.99 with your promo code. I support this show, and I would like to offer you our biggest discounts for listening. So please go to our website, mypillow.com, and put in the promo code at the end of this message to get the biggest discounts. Again, thanks for listening, and God bless.
Call 800-883-1046 and use promo code CAFESLEEP.
Bright, bold, beautiful. Audrey Omart creates artwork pieces that make a statement in any room. Using ethically sourced material, these handmade artworks are made in collaboration with Divine Higher Power. This unique method gives vision, passion, and energy to every piece. Find Audrey Omart's work at the Brooklyn Cafe Studios or audreynow.com. Audrey Omart, art that opens the heart.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
That's my music bed. You like that? The singing music bed.
I'm going to ask a question.
Do-do-do-do.
Is CC on the line?
He's on the line. I'm not sure if they can transfer him over.
You
But
got
he's
to
on
hit
the phone.
transfer at the end.
So we'll see if they get him over here. Anyway, very busy day here on set. We got a lot of rum going on. They got CC. I think he's in what, Nashville?
I have no idea where he's at.
We'll see where CC is. We got the ladies joining us and Lori. I love that crystal.
Hey, what about Lori's book? We never talk about Lori's book.
When the Mask Falls, Narcissist Abuse. So this is one of the things we talked about for the Lori G show, is kind of segmenting it to do different ideas, to share your experiences with people. Because this book that you wrote, and I know you're not a therapist, you're not a licensed clinical anything, but this comes from you.
Mm-hmm.
How did this book come to be?
Well, I was in different relationships, and then I didn't realize what was wrong with the relationship, because you can't pinpoint what's not going right. And so I just thought, like, I overworked. I tried to keep working out and making things work on the relationship, and I wasn't getting the same participation. So then, you know, you question yourself, and it made me become more and more involved with trying to work it out. And then I didn't have a relationship for a long time, and I met somebody that was the total opposite of the first relationship. And then I realized this other person was very narcissistic. And then it brought me to the point that now I realize why my first relationship didn't work, because they had the same exact qualities and the same exact actions. And so I attract narcissistic people because I'm very empathetic. And so they see me, they like, I think, my light, they like my energy, they like my happiness, so they want it. And at first, when these people come to you, you think they want it because they want to share it with you, but you find out somewhere in the relationship that they want to remove it from you. They want to make sure you're not happy anymore. They want to make sure that you don't look at people that way, that you don't have the friends you have, because they're jealous of you. And so one person that I dated was an introvert. He was a passive-aggressive narcissist, and the other one was extremely extroverted. And they were quite different, but yet everything was exactly the same. You never feel understood. You never feel like they care about you genuinely.
Do you think narcissists know they're narcissists? Do you think they
some
do it
of
with
them-
malintent, or that's just who they are?
If they're sociopathic and narcissistic, then they know they're a narcissist and they know what they're doing. But there's
Really?
a spectrum on narcissism, and some of them, they're just so insecure that they want to be the first one to get over. They're afraid you're going to get over on them. If they perceive anything, if they even think that you're thinking of leaving, ending it, going with someone else, they will do that exact thing to you just to prove that you couldn't do it to them.
So you're talking about men. Can women be in this category as well?
No, I'm talking about everyone.
Just
Children,
people.
parents. I believe I had a narcissistic father. So when I wrote my book, I priced it on the address I had when I was younger.
Okay.
Because I could have priced it higher. But I always, even with my son's book, I priced it on his address. And it was much less than I was told to price it for.
What, the book?
The book, yeah. And I priced it on that address because I realized my first narcissist was my dad.
What's that mean, you priced on your first address?
Well, when you promote a book, when you put a book out there, the company putting your book out there will suggest the price.
Okay.
And if it's anything with grief or self-help, it's always higher priced. So they would have wanted me to price my book $25, $30, but I priced it $14, and 42 cents because it was my address.
$14.42. Now I got to ask you: is a man they would call a narcissist? A woman who's abusive is called what?
No, she could be a narcissist too, but she could
Or
just
you would
be
label
abusive.
her as a narcissist as well?
Right.
Interesting.
See, an abusive person could still care for other people, but a narcissistic person does not. They only care about the outcome of themselves.
So what's the difference between narcissism and
Bullyism.
selfish?
Selfish. People could be selfish. I'm selfish sometimes. I want to get there first. I want the first ticket. If you're giving something out, I feel slighted if I didn't get one too. But I'm a good, conscientious, giving, empathetic person. I feel people's pain. I cry if you just tell me a story. I'm feeling probably worse than you sometimes. I take it with me and I go home and I'm overwhelmed with it.
But I'm feeling the word narcissist is a bad word.
The narcissist, like if it's used healthy way, it's like maybe like 10%. If you used it 5-10%, it's a healthy thing. It's like it gives us some self-confidence. But
well, confidence and narcissism are two different things.
Bunch of things. It's like it could be healthy levels of narcissism, but above certain levels is just unbelievable. I had a narcissist mother, I had a best friend, and I had 2 ex-husbands narcissists. I attract them. It's like because I'm an easygoing empath, I attract them.
I don't see a narcissist ever being a healthy percentage. I think that if you are a bully's a bully. There isn't a good bully.
People stay in relationships that are narcissistic because they're comfortable.
But that's
it's like liking
reason.
them yourself. Like narcissist to me is like, in my vision, it's like they're full of themselves and you liking yourself and you're confident. That kind of thing. It's like, you liking yourself is a good thing. Being confident is a good thing. That's why it's like certain level, I'm saying,
well, people can call you stubborn.
Right, that's totally different. A true narcissistic person doesn't have the ability to self-reflect. So what happens is if I say something to you, most likely if I'm empathetic, I walk away, I feel bad later, and I go over in my head thinking, I shouldn't have said it that way. Maybe I should call him, or the next time I see him, I'm going to explain to him that's not the way I meant it. A narcissistic person is not going over. No, they say it, and that's what they mean, that's what they felt, and they stand by it.
Do they calculate what they're doing when they say it, when they mean it? Do they know what they're saying?
Oh, they gaslight. They do.
Yeah. Well, I've been in a relationship where I ended it, and then the person came back teary-eyed. I'm going to do everything better. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And everything they said they were going to do, they did. And then they ended up causing an argument over nothing just because they probably found somebody else. And it's like, that's not what adults do. That's not what normal people do. If you wanted to move on, but because they can't self-reflect, he couldn't self-reflect and see all the nice things that happened or how we were like getting along well. All he could see was the next thing. They only see the next thing, and they're always setting themselves up. They can move. Narcissistic people also go into another relationship almost right away. They cannot be without someone. So if you and I were dating, Freddie, right, and we broke up, neither one of us most likely would just be calling anybody the next day and trying to get somebody to go with us. We would be thinking about it.
But then, Lori, I gotta interrupt you for a second because I don't want to run out of time. But that's a negative result of a negative situation. If we break up and I meet somebody, is that embedded in my head? It says, wait a minute, I don't want to be a narcissist. So all of a sudden I'm walking down this eggshell path because I don't want to be labeled this bad word, in my opinion.
No, but if you're already worried about that, you can't be a narcissist. A narcissist wouldn't worry about
yeah,
that.
a narcissist wouldn't worry.
He wouldn't worry about that, or she wouldn't worry about that. A narcissist can be anybody. You can have children that are narcissistic. In fact,
Really?
children are narcissistic slightly as they're growing up. They have to defy you to find their spot. They have to fight you, and they have to be selfish. This way they know how they grow and interact with the world. Because those other people out there are strangers, so they got to test things.
That's huge.
But the back of your book I love so much. It says, love yourself first, protect your boundaries. Your intuition will always guide you. God bless. Love to all the beautiful empaths in this world. You are needed to protect the other vulnerable and beautiful souls. Keep your light shining brightly for others to see that the light will always conquer the darkness. And that, to me, is the message of who you all are. Because bad things happen to good people, right? And situations happen. But you can't let the darkness override the light. Right. And there are times that things happen to me, and I'll say to you, this is what it's trying to do, and this is what I can't let it do. You cannot let the darkness overcome the light, because that means the dark side wins. And you always say to me, how can you say that? But sometimes I feel these are tests that we encounter in life, and if we continue to let that darkness win, then being empaths and being the light workers, then we are not serving the greater good.
Well, the thing that's hitting home with me right now with Lori is children who have a parent either or both, that fall into this category. I don't even like saying the word, because they grow up visualizing and seeing the pain of what's going on. They don't understand when they're at a young age.
And it's traumatizing.
And all of a sudden you hit 20s and stuff, and you had to live this crap for 20 years, and it stays with you. So you become bitter towards, if it's a woman, it's a woman. If it's a man, it's a man. Mostly they call it like daddy issues and things of that nature. My sister used to say to me, she has daddy issues. I never understood what the hell that meant. But that's a scary thing when you have children growing up under these circumstances. Is there a way to repair a narcissist?
No. Any therapist will tell you they cannot be helped because they cannot self-reflect. You cannot help anybody that cannot look back and say in any form, I made a mistake or I hurt someone. If they can't do that, you cannot help them.
Wow.
It's kind of like you don't steal because you have a conscience.
Yes.
So if I took your conscience away, you could probably steal. So it's not just because you're a good person, because if you don't have the conscience, you don't see the outcome. You just could say, I want that, and I want it now. So people that can steal, they don't have also self-reflection. They're not worried, they're not scared. They don't see it, they see it as a means, not an outcome.
Yeah, I have a funny story with that. You know, we were at the therapist office with my ex-husband, couples therapy, and my ex was borderline narcissist. And when the therapy started, he was using his phone. He was checking his phone, and therapist said, turn off your phone. And he's like, no, I'm going to take this call outside. She said, no, this is a couples therapy. You know, you're going to turn it off. And he's like, no, nothing wrong with me. She has a problem, and you fix her. I'm going outside. And she says, are you married to this woman? He's like, yeah, but I don't have a problem. She does. You fix her. I'm okay. I'm going to go outside, take this call. And she's like, no, you got to stay here because you're married, and this is a marital problem. And he's like, no, I don't have a problem. I'm perfect. And it just go on like 15, 20 minutes.
It's like talk to the puppet, right?
Yeah, and then finally she said, get out of my office. And she kicked both of us out. And the next day she called me, she apologized, and she said, good luck, and, find other therapists.
Sally?
No, I was going to say, are you saying it's not learned behavior? You were born this way? I mean, I was definitely married to one, but...
I'm not saying, it could be either. It definitely can be learned. You can have narcissistic parents, and when you don't get that feedback or those extra, kudos, then you become numb to it. But I think that, because I believe we come back, I also believe we need to meet narcissists because they're teaching you something. You just have to learn when to walk away. So I didn't know what my first relationship was. I didn't know what to call it. I just knew that we weren't on the same page. I didn't feel like I saw those other couples out there. I felt like I was missing something. By the time I had this other relationship, I know fully what it looks like, and I would never tolerate that from anybody.
Also know as they get older, they're going to pick, I'm talking from a man's point of view, they're going to pick a woman that's going to go along with them. I was very young when I was 18 when I got married. I know today, and I'm with someone completely opposite.
Right.
Well, I've had 3 marriages, so...
She's had 3 marriages.
Yeah.
I had 2.
Okay. I beat you by... Oh, okay, well, yeah.
But it's kind of like your soul is etched with everyone you meet. Everyone you meet puts another little groove.
Yeah, no, I totally
to
understand.
Put your soul together.
Yeah.
So even these people, they're not bad. You actually were supposed to meet them. Yes. Even the person that robbed you, you were supposed to meet them. It's the outcome you come out with is how you grow from that. If you come out bitter and you rob somebody else, then you didn't learn. They're going to send you somebody else.
And of course, this could all be karma from another life.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I could have been a narcissist in another life. I don't remember
that's
that.
Why that's the way you can point them out. But the bottom line here is that you learn a lesson when you go through this deal, and the adjustments that whoever you meet next in your life, that bell rings. There are triggers like.
Oh, you're afraid. Trust is a big issue with me
But
sometimes.
it's funny because you said steal. There are certain words that trigger me.
Boundaries.
Boundaries. Being called a liar. Being called a thief.
And stupid is another one.
And stupid. Oh, don't even say it. I don't know why, but those words trigger me. You're going to catch the Puerto Rican hell out of me.
Yeah.
When you use it, don't use the word stupid on people. My cousin Juji used to use it. Me and him used to fight. I cannot stand that word. So I don't know. I think that labels and words sort of get in the way of living life and everything else. It just drives me nuts. and there's no solution to it. Did we get CC?
We have a call?
We're going to do it through vMix.
Okay.
I just need the URL, what vMix.
vmixcall.com.
vmixcall.com.
Yes.
Yep. All right, why don't we take a commercial break? Set
Yeah,
up a
because
call?
I gotta wear something.
You got to change costumes because it's a National Hot Dog Day, and I can't believe we did not even announce that. Our producer had to send
That's
me a
because you
note.
promised Costco and didn't deliver.
I promised them hot dogs, so hey, it's still time to get some hot dogs.
I don't
we
wanna
got
say
more,
that.
we got a whole other crew that's been walking in the door at 1 o'clock.
I see that.
So we're going to take a commercial break. More to come with Rose, Sally,
Interesting
Lori,
conversation.
and Cece. I do believe it, and we'll have to talk to Rose a little bit also, that we probably have things in our lives that happen for a reason. There are lessons that we need to learn, and that's the idea. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Cece Clevenger and then the answers to those questions. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Planning for the future should not be painful and needs to be discussed. From health, family, finances, allow qualified professionals to aid in your planning. Luhu Advisors have been serving South Florida for over 30 years. A licensed real estate broker, insurance agent, assisted living administrator, and certified senior advisor, Paul Solomon is the most qualified and well-rounded advisor for any task. Specializing in real estate, long-term care, life insurance and annuities, Social Security, government benefits, and senior housing. Luhu Advisors. Let us help you. Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Hi, I'm Dawn Clifford, owner and founder of Clifford Insurance Advisors. Established in November of 1999, we focus on mainly health, life, disability, Medicare, and long-term care insurance. Specifically for people aging into Medicare or the self-employed or even employee benefits for small business owners. We can be reached by phone number at 561-880-0391 or by email info@cliffordinsuranceadvisors.com. Visit our website at www.cliffordinsuranceadvisors.com and even visit Facebook, Clifford Insurance Advisors.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Welcome to Movies of Del Rey, a family-run movie theater that has been serving the Del Rey and Boca community for over 30 years. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Movies of Delray offers great admission prices, low concession prices, and quality customer service. Movies of Delray provides the quality of the big box theaters without the price tag. Movies of Delray provides new Hollywood content as well as new indie and independent movies. It truly is a hidden gem. Whether you're hosting a private event, party, or fundraiser, or are looking for your next date night activity, Movies of Delray is the perfect choice. Come on down to Movies of Delray, located at 7421 West Atlantic Ave in Delray Beach, or visit us online at moviesofdelray.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
I don't know why. They keep telling me that's a yellow filter, so we'll have to talk to him when he
I
comes
don't know
back.
what that means. That's the video.
All right. Wait, today is what?
Hot Dog Day. National Moon Day.
National Hot Dog Day is today, the third Wednesday
You
of
know,
July.
you know, I looked it up, and they have National a lot of stuff day today. Moon Day, hot dog, peach, lollipop. It's ridiculous. So anyway, go to the merch store and get your hot dog shirt. If you walk into Hebrew National in Manhattan, you get a free hot dog today.
Really? I wonder if you go to Costco, you get a free hot dog.
No, you don't. No, you don't. But you could try. Listen, if you call in, you got 10 minutes to call in. Win 2 free tickets to go see Movies of Delray and Movies of Lake Worth. 2 free tickets. Call in and say hi, and I'll give you 2 tickets. And you could go see Elvis this weekend.
You can see a lot of great movies. The other one is out.
Top Gun is out there as
Where
well.
the Crawdads Sing. Top
Yeah, what
Gun.
is that? That's getting a lot of popularity.
It's a well-known book that became a movie, and Reese Witherspoon put it in her book club, and now she's producing the movie, and all you take is that one good pair of eyes to make it
Now,
happen
that's
for you.
another word that was sent to us that we were supposed to talk about today, taking books like this, plus all the other books we have, and opening up a book club.
That's a good idea.
Having people come forward. So depending what your palate would desire, we should have, I'm speaking like from the UK, we will have a book club in-house. And that's going to be brought to you by the Brooklyn Cafe Coffee.
All right, give
and
us
the
a
Art
call. Win 2 free tickets to Movies of Delray or Movies of Lake Worth, 888-994-4995, Studio A. But I think we've got a man who is traveling around the country. He's
The
in
traveler.
Nashville, I believe.
The traveler.
So let's see where Cece Clevenger
Let's see what
is.
Mr. Clevenger. There he is. He's
How
in
you
his
doing,
car.
Cece?
Hey guys,
How you doing?
we're doing good. We're at Sonic having a hot dog because it's hot dog day.
There's the killer dog back there.
You see that little dog there?
There is. She's a little.
That little dog has maimed people.
She's a.
Look at that dog.
That is the killer dog. What's the dog's name?
Yeah, she's a 1-year-old Shih Tzu.
What's her name?
Joy.
Joy.
I'm sure she is.
Look how sweet she is sitting back
Joy.
there.
She's looking at you like,
How
forget
cute
about
is
it.
she?
She's 1 year old. She's a Shih Tzu and a Poodle mix, and she's very spoiled. She's gotten French fries because it's National Hot Dog Day. She got French fries.
Oh, there you go.
Now, where are you guys headed, Cece?
We're in Nashville, Tennessee right now. I just got done a session. We just wrote 3 brand new songs yesterday.
Wow.
Recorded some. We hung out at Broadway last night and hung out with a bunch of people, and we're going to Chicago tomorrow.
It's okay. They're not listening.
So
You're in Nashville and you're heading to Chicago. Holy smokes, that's scary.
It's a secret.
yeah, we're going to Chicago tomorrow. So
Wait a minute, you're not supposed to say that. People are not expecting you.
they're not watching today. She's working today.
They don't know he's on.
Your mom just called me.
There's been no promo on
Yeah.
this. So how's it been?
My mom knows that we're going.
How's the road trip been?
It's been good. we had the 13-hour drive. We went straight through. We didn't stop when we went and see my mom in Bristol. And then it was only about a 4.5-hour drive from Bristol to Nashville. So we've been here working. We got one more day of work, and then we leave tomorrow to go to Chicago, 6-hour drive. And then once we get done there, we take the 17-hour back to Florida.
God bless you.
I heard you hit 500,000.
Not yet. We're still like 2,000 streams away.
No. I heard you hit 500,000.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. You may
Okay.
not see
Well,
it, but
I haven't checked it yet.
by tonight you'll see you hit 500,000. I got my sources.
Well, hey, that's good. You know, we need all the support we get. Our manager talked yesterday, and he says, you know what, we're just going to start booking until you get 100 gigs this year. So he's, me and Russ Stallings did a promo video yesterday. We're getting ready. We practiced for our tour. And we're gonna start doing it. And the manager says, you know what, we're gonna put you out for 125 days, and we're just gonna keep booking you.
125 days.
Let's do it. Wow. How about the?
And then we're also we wrote 3 new songs yesterday. Wow. One of them is a really in one day. Actually, the 2 songs that we wrote only took about 10 minutes apiece, and we just flowed them right out.
You both had something to say.
We both had a message to say to all the non-believers, and we made a song out of it yesterday.
I love that.
So,
Can't wait to hear it.
going to be really interesting. Yeah.
All the non-believers, that could go on so many levels.
Well, I mean, we had to change the wording around because at one point we just got too graphic, so we had to change it to be country. So.
But there's a
You
lot
can tell the
of,
first few lines. Tell them.
But yeah, we're looking forward to our trip. We're looking forward to getting back to see you guys and be in the studio. And we just wanted to say hi and give you an update that we're doing good from Nashville and everything's fine.
When do you get back?
We'll be back probably by Monday.
Awesome. Well, hopefully we'll see you next week then.
Absolutely. We're ready to see you guys.
Stay in touch. Stay safe.
You know, you could take pictures. So I already posted the 8 that you did yesterday.
I guess he froze.
Oh yeah, we're going to take a lot more pictures. Yeah, absolutely. I made a couple of some of the new songs. We're going to do little clips and send it to you.
Perfect.
Awesome. All right, you guys drive safe. Stay cool.
All right. Thank you so much.
We'll see you next week.
Bye. All right, bye-bye.
Going on the road. Okay, I'm taking off 6. That's kind of fun when you...
There's the question. Do you need to see to believe, or can you believe before you see? So I can't wait to hear what this new song
You
is.
better believe because he's on his way.
All right, you ready to wrap this up?
Ready to go.
We've got Rose's show coming to you today. Oh, in just a little bit, The Mystic Spiritual Alchemist with Sally and Rose. And more to come, hopefully, with the Lori G Show. So thanks for hanging out with us, to all our crew. Everyone, just stay safe, stay out of the sun, and stay as cool as possible. And we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Go get your hot dog. Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.